Welcome to this week's meditation, the theme of which is letting go. So settle yourself down comfortably now and take a few nice deep breaths, breathing in as deeply as you can into your belly and breathing out slowly, lengthening your in-breath and your out-breath. And if you can, bringing that all the way down to your belly. Pushing out your belly as you breathe in and feeling your belly deflate like a balloon as you breathe out. And as you breathe deeply like this, concentrate on the sound of the breath at the back of your throat as you breathe in and out, and notice how it's similar to the sound of the wind rushing through the leaves of these trees as we sit in these moments together. Just notice that. Notice how you can create that, your own sounds of nature, the whispering of wind through the trees as you breathe. Just spend a few moments breathing like this in your windy woodland. And now, imagine that breath going right down through the bottom of your body, and keep sending it down with every deep in-breath until you are nicely grounded into the earth. To keep with this woodland vision, you can imagine roots going from the bottom of your body deep into the earth. And now, breathe into your heart. Imagine a light in your heart. As you breathe in, visualizing the warmth and feeling the love and compassion that's naturally there, that you can feel for yourself, another person, for a thing. The capacity within your heart to love is incredible. You can love all of life. Now let this light grow bigger and bigger and bigger until it envelops your whole body. And know that you are very safe and protected within this light. But if you want to, you can add an extra layer around the bubble of light around yourself. Another colour, or some mirrors, or just an extra layer of light just to protect you as you do this practice. And now feeling so safe and so protected and so grounded, think of something in your day-to-day life that affects you. Maybe it is a constant worry. Maybe it is something that you wish you had that you didn't. Maybe it is something, a feeling you wish you no longer had. Just envision that now. And see it in your body. See it as a colour, a shape. Can you notice that? Can you notice how it maybe isn't quite in sync with the lovely light bubble that you've just created? Do you really need this anymore? It's not to say that this worry is not valid. But is it worth worrying about all the time? Probably not. We're going to do something now where we can transform this feeling into trust. So take this shape and call to mind a being, a higher being, a wise being, a wise knowing. It could be one of the wise trees in the woods. It could be an angel. It could be your mum. But just conjure this feeling, and if you can, this visualization of a wise, knowing being, just slightly above your light bubble that you've created, and feel how safe you are with this being, and how welcome it's making you feel. It's so wise. It has all that capacity of knowledge that you also have in your heart, but more readily accessible. And this being is happy to take this thing from you, this worry, this shape, this matter that's in your light's body and not really serving you anymore. Are you ready to let it go? Imagine this thing moving, transferring from your light bubble to the being. Imagine that happening now. It may feel almost uncomfortable as it transfers, and just tell yourself, I give this to you. I let it go. Thank you. Let the being take it, and can you see how it is not afraid? It can take this thing and it can transform it from the colour or shape or size that it was into pure white light, and it does that now. And there is a space in your light bubble where that thing previously was. Allow the being to fill that space now with a beautiful pink light, the pink light of unconditional love, because you have done something wonderful now, and you can unconditionally love and trust yourself. Now spend a few more moments with this being. Does it have any more messages for you? Is there anything else that you would like to offer up, to surrender to it? Because you know now that your life will be taken care of. You may not experience a resolution to this thing now, but you will experience it. Can you really believe that in your very being? Can you trust that? Of course you can. And now it is time for you to come back to your earthly ways, to your earthly being. But know that that wise being can be and is always with you. If you want to, ask for their energy to be always with you. Ask for their energy to be merged with yours, so that you are always as one, and you are always guided by this light. See it as a pink light travelling into your heart that's always there, always with you. And now spend a few moments breathing into your heart, seeing that pink light there. And bring the big light bubble around yourself slowly inwards as you breathe in. Breathe in and attract that light bubble into you. With every in-breath, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it is just a light in your heart. See that light in your heart. Is it bigger? Is it shining brighter than before? Just notice that. Isn't it beautiful? And that's you. That's who you are. You are so wise and loving and loved. And thank you for doing this with me today. And now, breathe down into your feet again, pushing that love out through your roots and into the earth. And breathe out through the top of your head, feeling your whole body from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. And feel now where your body makes a connection with wherever you're sitting or lying. And breathe into that space for a few moments now. And remembering the wisdom and the love within you. Wiggle your fingers and toes and come back to the room and blink your eyes open slowly. Thank you. Thanks for joining me again.